Okay, welcome everybody. So we have the first of 2 nights of Certificate of Excellence and Diploma of Distinction presentations. This represents either a year-long or 2-year-long commitment of a student's passion or interest. This is our 3rd year doing this program, and I'm happy to say we continue to grow. We've had 2 people in our inaugural presentation, 6 last year and 8 this year. And some of you, as I see in the crowd, are already enrolled in the program, and some of you are thinking about it. But this is one of my favorite events of many excellent events because you really get to see, in terms of artistic talent, intellectual curiosity, and service, what some of our extraordinary young people are doing. So we're going to have 3 presentations, and at the end of those, I'll ask the presenters to sort of form a little panel, and we can have a discussion and Q&A session. We won't do questions in between the presentations. If you have to go for whatever reason, you are perfectly free to leave at any time. I'm going to introduce our first 2 presenters who are pretty salient and garrulous presences on campus. I don't think they need much of an introduction from me. They're both extremely talented and gifted performers, singers, and actresses. But they're also involved in a lot of things here at Prep. But what they have really been interested in is the idea of legacy. They know what musical theater has meant to them. And they want it to be around and thriving for others, and they want to make sure that younger people have a chance to form a foundation. But as you'll see in the talk, it's not just about people who are going to be as dedicated to performing arts and theater as they are. It's about the advantages of performing arts for young people, even if they're not going to pursue that vocationally. So it's my very, very great pleasure to introduce Caytlin Campos and Shannon Hegarty.
So I'm Shannon. I'm Caytlin, and our project is on helping children find their voices through musical theater. Okay, so we're going to start out with just like a brief summary of what musical theater has meant to us, and also our kind of dipping the toes in the water of the arts at very young ages. So I started in dance at like 3, and kind of worked my way up in different components, mainly dance, and then in 6th grade I did show, I did choir, and kind of fell into musical theater by accident in my 6th grade year. And here I am today. I'm going to be attending College of Charleston for a major in theater in the fall, and that's just a little bit about me.
And then me, sort of similar. I grew up in a very musical family. My first show I did with my older sister was Frog and Toad. I was an ant and a flower, and I just remember the first time, when I was a flower, I was growing out of the pot, and I saw the lights for the first time, and that was when I fell in love with theater. And the rest is history. I've done 10 prep or school shows and 10 community shows now, and hoping to increase that list in college and so on. Okay, so benefits of musical theater, specifically in children. So a study that we focused on, which was super interesting, was conducted by the National Educational Longitudinal Survey. And the longitudinal means that they surveyed the children, or the people when they were children, age 10, and when they were adults, age 22. And they examined more than 25,000 students over the course of 10 years, involved in theater and not involved in theater. And they tested 3 things, and what they found was that children involved in theater had much higher academic success. They also found that there was a positive relationship between music and mathematics, specifically when you're reading music, helps a lot with math, and theater arts and human development, like empathy. And human development kind of is like the umbrella term for creativity, confidence, problem solving, perseverance, focus, nonverbal communication, receiving constructive feedback, collaboration, dedication, and accountability.
So we had the amazing opportunity of having two incredible role models on the island, two directors of ours that have not only been mentors but friends to us. So we understand the impact of what a good mentor can do to a child and what it can lead to in the future as far as what they want to pursue. And I know we have a lot of teachers and a lot of people in the school atmosphere, and we applaud you because we understand that it's something critical, and we found it really, really important in this project to make sure that we reach out to children in the community, reach out to children at prep, and just start building the relationships and making sure they understand what it is to be in the arts, where they fit in, and their opportunities as far as what they have on the island as well. So the first person we're going to talk about is Michelle McRoy. She's actually the theater director of Christian Academy, and I had the pleasure of working with her for the first time in Little Women at the May River Youth Theater this summer, and it was an amazing experience. It was my first experience working with more professional actors and not just people involved in theater at the school level, and it was an incredible opportunity. I learned so much, and she has opened her doors to me. I am neighbors with her. We text, we call, and she has been so amazing with my college process, helping me with whatever I need. And I know that the next person we're going to talk to has helped us in amazing ways as well.
So the next person, I think most of us all know her, Peggy Checker-White, near and dear to our hearts. I first met Peggy in 7th grade. She was my theater teacher, and then I first worked with her in Thoroughly Modern Millie. And ever since then, she's just been my closest mentor. Without her, truly, I don't think I would have had the confidence to pursue this daunting major in college. I just remember in my college audition, she would be texting me and helping me get through all of them, and truly, she has shaped us into the people we are today in theater and just not in theater.
So these two cute little beans are Isabella and Gabrielle, and they're supposed to be coming, but they're actually celebrating Isabella's birthday at Disney World right now, so good for them. But they were both, we had the pleasure of working with them in Les Mis for our spring show, and we have kept in close communication with them. We go to shows with them. We're going to be babysitting them over the summer and working with them. And these are only two of the girls, and we just wanted to spotlight them because they're so talented in so many ways, regardless of whether or not it's academically, in theater, music, or dance. They're so wonderful. And we know that if we have this close relationship with them, that Prep's theater is not only going to thrive, it's going to continue to grow because of children like this.
I just remember every day, not every day, but many days I go to Starbucks after school, and so do these little girls before their ballet, and their mom started talking to me like, these girls fell in love with theater, like what can I do to help them grow? And I was like, wow, that's so exciting, like people are excited about theater, wow. So we gave them outlets, and that's what really inspired us more with this project, that we had people that wanted to do it.
So preparation, what we did is we went to different parts of the community and we had to contact them and basically tell them what we were doing. So there was lots of preparation involved in this, way more than we anticipated. We had to figure out what the audience was going to be, and then we had to customize a performance for each of the types of audiences. So regardless of whether or not it was a elderly folks home or the children's center with 3 to 5 year olds, we had to customize a performance that would fit them. So with the older generations, we did golden age type songs. We selected those, things that they would remember and have positive emotions connected to those. And then we went into the more children-oriented stuff, we fell in love with that. So Disney, fun things that they could get involved with, and things they could do with us. And it was a very nice experience to be up there and have them sing and dance with us, and raise their hand and tell us how excited they are about things. It was amazing. So not only did we have to contact them, we also had to deal with whether or not they responded to us, when they could do things, and it was a lot more than we thought. We thought it was going to be really easy. I would shoot them an email and then boom, it'd be done. That's not how it was. We also had to research things as far as outlets that children could utilize in the community. So we didn't want to just go in, sing, and leave. We wanted to make sure that the kids understood that there were opportunities for them to get involved in the community regardless of in what capacity. So we wanted to make sure that they knew what opportunities were available.
And those outlets being Main Street Youth Theater, obviously all schools actually have a theater program thanks to ISCA, Island School Council for the Arts. And then there's also voice teachers on the island, which we suggested names. And yeah, we definitely just wanted to get information out there to the kids.
And then performing, it was obviously the most fun for us, getting in front of them and asking them questions and having a question and answer type of environment with them. And they were really excited about it, actually. And I think that a lot of them, especially now, see people older than them doing performance, and they realize it's something that is achievable. Everyone can do it. People who are 25 can get into it. People who are 5 can get into it. So it was a nice thing to see them try to get involved and be really perceptive to that. So that's what we did.
So the first place we went to was the Children's Center. Caytlin and I had volunteered there for Zonta, and we were super excited to go back because the kids are extremely adorable. So we got there, and we kind of unexpectedly, they were younger. They were a younger age group than we thought. So they were ages like 3 to 5, maybe, and there was a lot of them, like 50, would you
So
say?
many.
Just we kept coming in, and we're like, cool. But then we kind of had to quickly change what we were going to do so that we would more interest them. Luckily, we had Disney songs already prepared. But I just remember both of us after we did it, like, so cheesy, but our hearts were so warm. I texted Mom, I was like, Mom, I'm kind of the happiest I've ever been. Like, just seeing kids fall and, like, love something that you love so much is a feeling that is just so special. So Caytlin and she sang Reflection from the Lawn, I sang Part of Your World, then we sang Love is an Open Door from Frozen, and we asked the kids to sing with us, and then we had an encore, and they wanted to sing Let It Go. So we have a video of some of the kids dancing and singing with us.
We have some really good dancers in this video. He's a really good one. Super good dancer. As you can see, they were really involved. It was something super fun. They were ready. They were ready. We told them at the beginning that there might be something they could get involved in, and they were ready to pounce and get up and dance with us. So it was really fun. Okay. Did I skip one?
No. So with prep, we also did a performance for the lower school, and what helped us a lot with that, we already had some connections from Les Mis, and just first we were talking about Isabella and Gabrielle before. Isabella left this message on Schoology on our Les Mis page, quote, "That was the best experience of my life," and I just remember seeing that and being like, that is the
we
cutest
sent it to basically everyone in Les Mis, just basically like, oh my gosh, people actually like it. This is a thing.
Yeah. So yeah, we also performed for the lower school. And this was an older age group, so we talked more about the outlets and had a question and answer like, oh, well, like, what if I'm scared to do this? And, you know, we interacted a little bit more with them about how to get involved in theater. And here's some pictures of our lower school friends.
So they were really important to us, and it was a very interesting experience. I never really worked with kids so much younger than us. Little Mermaid, we had them there, but they were basically there and then gone. With this experience, they were there all the time, which meant we got annoyed regularly. But it was an experience for us, realizing that they were just working through how they felt about the arts. A lot of times, they were just so full of energy that we had to tell them, okay guys, calm down, not right now. But they see us in the hallway, they jump and they run to us. And
They
tell
count
us
how many times they see the Les Mis people a day.
Yes. So it's a very cool experience having people in our school that are lower than us that we can go to and talk to and communicate about the arts. And it's something that we don't want to push on them, but we